Tattletail is one of the best Christmas games in my opinion, and was released all the way back in 2016. It's one of my most favorite Christmas horror games ever, and many of people can agree with me. However, the game has been forgotten by many since there hasn't been a sequel besides a small expansion pack that was released in 2017. I think it's finally time for someone to recreate this game in Minecraft, as I have seen barely any people do it at all, let alone doing the entire gameplay without mods. So let's hop into this project and see how much we need to know. Tattletail is a classic FNAF type horror game where it is set across 5 nights. Now, you play as a child in this game, and you always start in the bedroom each night unless you start somewhere else. When you run, it makes noise, and you need to go into your basement to open your Christmas present early. After this, you'll open up and see a purple Furby, or in this universe, known as a Tattletail. Now, this Tattletail is very talkative and will talk a lot, which causes to make more noise, which we will talk about later on. You then feed Tattletail by going to the upstairs fridge and holding the fridge with your click button to feed him to regain his bar. Once you have that, you'll need to groom Tattletail or charge him depending which bar is at the lowest at this point in time. You then need to wrap Tattletail back up after you've done all of the night's tasks, and each night a different task is presented to you. The player is also given a flashlight after night 2, because this is where you're going to need this to see, since the game is really dark since it takes place at night. The main monster or mechanic of the game is Mama. And Mama Tattletail is very dark and is only represented as 2 red glowing eyes in the darkness. If you shine your flashlight on Mama Tattletail, it will make it go out, and if you be too loud by sprinting or shaking your flashlight, she will kill you. Here are the outlines for the house, and as you can see, it's quite a big house, but the house itself is kind of small, and it's mainly the yard that is bigger. So as you can see, I've represented the all leaves and trees and that with these green concrete, and the main house itself is 1 block up. So you can see there will be terrain around this area, but it's not a lot. So here would be the front door. I would go through like this, and this would be the main bedroom where the player starts out in the night, the bathroom, Mum's bedroom, the entrance, the kitchen, and the living room itself. Now, this isn't a 1-story house, and you can actually go down the staircase, which this staircase will actually lead right into the basement, where this hallway would lead into the main area. But this is the main really area where Mama will be, and I've represented Mama with a brown concrete block. And over here is just some other stuff like purple concrete, which I've represented as the props. And over here is where you would unpack Tattletail. We also have another staircase that leads to the outside the house, which will have an exterior and connects up to everything. It also has a backyard that is separated by these gates. Like I mentioned earlier, we have this little garage right here, which is represented as this, and then we have this fence where we have this tree right here, and there would be like a small little driveway, and then this little pergola, I want to say. Now, I finished the build entirely with no armor stand or anything. So far, it's just blocks. However, I did have a time-lapse plan for this, but I don't think I would. The only armor stands I have here now, you may have noticed, is the Christmas tree. I've represented this area with some paintings, which there should be a painting there, which I don't know why it's not there for some reason. Alright, there we go. And, of course, the kitchen with more paintings, some red walls, a door right here, another one with a calendar, some lights that are turned off currently. Of course, we have this hallway, which I represented the ground as a mushroom block, with the top covered like that to give it that beige carpet type look. Now, here's the door that leads to the backyard, where we would be able to go to this garage right here, which has a light on, where the most of Nightfall will take place with the hide-and-seek minigame. We do have this small little outside over here, and this window that would lead into the main bedroom. We have the main doorway, and of course the window. We also have this doghouse, which we will be climbing to, and you can still see it. So doghouse, we could go all the way over here, and here's the entrance to the basement. So we could go down here, and here's the entrance to the basement. We have this room where a vase would be, where we would get our flashlight on night 2, where the vase would be right here. We can then go out over here. Here's the washing machine. Over here, we would be able to charge Tattletail, but right now, Tattletail's not there. We have this block right here, and I've represented it with a custom player head. We can then come in here, and this is where Mama would be. And so far, like I said, there's no armor stand, so I've just represented Mama with strip sandstone and that. So that's Mama so far until I make armor stand models, because I don't want this map to be too laggy. So we can of course climb out all the way over here, and then we'll enter back into the main house by going up this staircase, which is a pretty good house tour. So here is the first set of command blocks we will be using, and as you can see, it's this massive intro repeater section. Now this is actually the intro part with the text on screen that would go in order telling me what day it is, December 20th, 1998, and then it would say how many days until Christmas. So in this order, that's what it will play. So in each and every one of these command blocks, it will change one digit to title on the screen to something different. So if we play this really quickly, it will be teleported in that black box. Boom, this is December 20th, 1998, 5 days before Christmas. It will then take a time and then fade off the screen, and we'll be teleported back in our bedroom. So now all we have to do is turn this into something else, and right now there's no lighting in the house. So before we do anything, we need to make the lighting. Tattletail's lighting doesn't use orange lighting like Minecraft does, so we're going to have to make do since there's not purple lighting for the Christmas tree either. Now with the intro and lighting added, let's see what we have here. So as you can see, this right here is the scoreboard version, and this is the repeater version. And you can see the repeater version is quite much bigger than this small version right here, which is just an individual command block, which also makes this section quicker, as one repeater is 1 tick, or 3 ticks, and this scoreboard is 1 tick. So if I set the sidebar, right now we have night intro. And this is the scoreboard timer, so if I were to set scoreboard play set at P night intro 1, it would start this. So boom, December 20th, 1998, 5 days before Christmas. So much quicker, and so much time is saved, so we don't have to wait so many times throughout this entire game. The next thing that we want to display is the task. So right here we have these command blocks, and all of these is what the task is for night 1. So we'll be starting out the night with the first task. And if we were to set that on the sidebar, as you can see, open your Christmas present early. We're going to be using a scoreboard with changing the custom name depending on the scoreboard. So as you can see, if night matches 1 and the night 1 objective also matches 1, it will then change the name of the task scoreboard to be task where it says open your Christmas present early, and the color of it will be red. And this is actually pretty simple to set up, as it's literally just changing the name of a scoreboard and making sure no other player is set to it. So we can change this depending on the scoreboard objectives. So we have night 1, 2, 3, 4, and each of them will have an objective for their scoreboard. The next thing I want to go over is Tattletail himself. So as you can see, all of this here is just for holding Tattletail, which you may think is a lot, but there's a reason for it. So right here, what this will do, here's our armor stand model of Tattletail, and he uses 3 armor stands. One, and here will have all his player heads because there's going to be 2 variations of him. These 2 make him a bit taller, so when he's sitting down, it makes it look like he's a bit taller than he is, and he'll have this head when you have. So these are the 2 heads, or 3 heads that he'll be using. So we have this one, and this one. Now, as you can see, this one doesn't have legs, and this one does. This is to make him a bit taller, and this is when we're holding Tattletail. So breaking this, we're holding Tattletail, and he will be that. So if we were to hold Tattletail, he would teleport about to the side of us. So this armor stand model will be teleported on the side of us, which we can do with this right here. So holding Tattletail to 1, and as you can see, Tattletail is teleported to the side of us, and he's a bit smaller. Now, he can fall off, and if we sprint, he actually catches up to us, because I'm using a scoreboard that detects if we're walking, running, or holding still, and I'll teleport Tattletail more further forward or more further behind, so armor stands lag behind. So as you can see like that, the armor stand lags behind a bit because it can't detect it, because it needs to detect if our armor stand is lagging behind, or else Tattletail isn't going to be on screen for a majority of the game. So doing this just makes it so we can see Tattletail, because you can't really make an armor stand remove its teleporting animation without using a blocks display, and I'm not doing that. So that just replaces it with the 1 head instead of all 3. So now we're going to do the feed boss bar, and as you can see on the top of the screen, we have a boss bar that is colored red at full value labeled feed. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a scoreboard be linked to the feed, so the value of the scoreboard will be the same value as the boss bar. So getting started, what we will need to do is we're going to need to grab our repeating command block and place it down. And once we have done that, we're going to need to type the following command, which I have copied and pasted, which is execute store result boss bar Minecraft feed, and it will set it. So right now the score is 0, and so is the boss bar. If we set, so it's always active. So if I set the feed scoreboard to 100, as you can see, the boss bar is now at 100. If I change it to any other number, like let's say, I don't know, 100 again, nothing changes. Nothing changes, it's just the same thing because the boss bar is the same as this one. So we can do this for all of them, where we'll be able to copy and paste it. The scoreboard play is remove at P feed 1. And then, so in having the smooth animation of it going down, obviously it won't be this fast, but that's basic idea. So you will have a smooth animation instead of it being at certain chunks of value. Now, I have done the entire scoreboard for the feeding one. So right now, if you were to look at this, we have a pretty big command block chain, and it just detects if feed matches 0, and if it does, it'll make a beeping noise to indicate that Tattletail needs to be fed. It will then keep changing the color of the boss bar to white and red to make sure that the player knows that they need to charge Tattletail. So if we set our feed to 0, you will be able to hear the beeping, and Tattletail will keep saying, give me a treat, give me a treat. It will go red and white, keep beeping and beeping until you were to feed Tattletail. And that's just with this command block comparator powering every time it needs to, changing, making Tattletail say a line, and making a beeping noise. So the way we're going to get Tattletail to be fed is putting an interaction over this fridge. So as you can see, we have an interaction around this fridge that is slightly bigger than it, just so we don't hit these signs. And we'll be able to punch it, and what it would do, it would set the feed boss bar to 100, so Tattletail quits whining. So we only have to do it if we're close enough to it. So if we were to be close enough to it, it would display that we need to charge Tattletail, and if we weren't, well, charge it. Feed Tattletail. Feed Tattletail. And if we're not, it won't. So what we're going to have to make it do is, so if we set it to 0, we can be able to charge Tattletail. As you can see, it will say feed Tattletail, and we'll be able to punch it, and what it would do, it would set feed to 100, making Tattletail shut up. I've now finished all of Tattletail's needs, and this right here is just what toggles the charging pad on and off, because on night 1 we don't want the charging pad to be in the basement, and night 2 we do. So what this tower right here, all of these armor stands are here, so they're not going to be killed or summoned or teleported, they're just there, and this button right here will make all of their armor be replaced, so we have this interaction here, and we would be able to hit it, charge Tattletail, etc. And do whatever you want as long as night doesn't match as 1, and I've used the candle as that little antenna here. However, if I were to remove that, we'll go back up here, the armor stands have now been set to have nothing on them, so it doesn't look like it's there, and the interaction has now been teleported up here, so we cannot charge Tattletail whether we need to or not. So now we have finished majority of the commands for night 1. As you can see, task for night 1 is to go to bed. So all of this right here are the commands for night 1 to open Tattletail's box, close it, feed him, and all of that. Now this is just the reset tower. So everything here, these are the hints. The hints that we would need to be given if the player does not know how to play the game. So that's just there to let the player know, and of course we do have the tasks, all of them added in, and of course having Tattletail have the lights go out at the very end of the night when you're packing Tattletail back up, and of course you can make the lights go out by cloning the chain into the build to make it look like the power has gone out to scare Tattletail. Now I also had added these voice lines, which are only night 1 exclusive, which means these are the voice lines that would only play on night 1 and no other night, because these are exclusive to night 1 in the sense that we're doing them in, because night 2 we don't want that. Now this is just the result for the random commands to detect which line it is, so it's not the same line every night, and it is a random time every time you play night 1. We are now moving on to the collectibles with the eggs, and right here we do have our first egg. So we'd go down here, the door is now open, and we have this blue egg on the floor that we would be able to punch and get egg 1. So as you can see, there's an interaction on it. If I hit it, it would do nothing, because I haven't made it work yet, which is what we're going to need to do. So when we would hit this, it would make it so we get the egg. So if I say scoreboard object set to play sidebar, total eggs, it would now say I have 0 eggs because I haven't collected any eggs. But if I were to punch this, it would add 1 to the score because of course I've collected 1 egg. And now this is essential to the ending, since there are multiple eggs, and to get the good or bad ending, it would depending how many eggs you get, like the one that appears here, because you would have to replay the entire game if you missed an egg. So now I've done all of night 1's egg, which there are only 3 on night 1. And these are the commands just to set that up. Now these are the commands that reset it, that set total egg to 0 and teleport the eggs back down into the build. So these are just purely for testing purposes and don't actually affect the gameplay itself, but here are the armor stands and interactions for them. So this would also set the scoreboard for all of them collecting, because there's a scoreboard for collecting egg 1, 2, 3, etc. Just so I know if I've collected these eggs. Now this just detects if I've collected any of these eggs, and if I have hit it, it will title a command telling me what egg I found and what it is. So if I were to go up to the build or do anything, the reset commands are pretty big, since all of this is just for night 1. The eggs, all of that, so much just for night 1. I've now changed the washing machine into an armor stand to get it to do this, shake back and forth, which is how night 2 begins, by the washing machine shaking back and forth. Now the way I've done this is just a teleporting command of teleporting an armor stand left and right to give it this shaking effect. And the way I've done that, give myself night vision, and the way I've done that is with this hopper clock. Now obviously I don't want to be using a hopper clock, but this is just kind of telling you how I would use it. So I would set up a scoreboard timer, which would make it so this shakes back and forth by using this armor stand right here. So now all I have to do is make this a setup command, so I can't go in here either by placing barrier blocks. I'm probably going to skip over all the repetitive things that you already know, so I'm just going to skip right to the vase. So this is on night 2, where you will break the vase after getting Tattletail out of the washing machine. And I've already set up the commands for this, by using an interaction. And the way I want this to work is so the interaction is killed when we're not using it. So right now we have an interaction. Now to hit it, it would kill itself. So the interaction, you can't hit it when you don't need to. So just like those interactions over there, when you hit them, it will make sure the vase breaks by doing this right here, setting that objective to 3 and doing all these commands, which will also summon it and kill ones that already exist to make sure there's only one interaction per time. So it will kill them if there's already one, and it will replace it and summon all of these so there's only one of each thing in the entire game. So this right here will detect if I attack it or hit it, punch it, it will then kill it that, play a little particle effect to make it look like I broke the vase, and it'll then play a sound of the vase breaking. So if I were to go back up into the build and show what you would mean, you would have to charge Tattletail here by hitting that. You would then go over here, have some fun, play with the vase. You would then turn off the hitboxes and you would see this. You would hit it and I think it's killing me infinitely. With now hopefully having that bug fixed, let's go back onto the vase. So right now we have our vase, and of course once we would punch it, let's hopefully it does it correctly this time, we would hit this interaction and what it would do, there we go, it did it correctly this time, it would kill both the armor stand and the interaction, and of course they are both dead, gone, played that little particle effect, and what would do next, there will be a light here indicating that the door would close and would have to grab the flashlight to make it bright for Tattletail. I have now finished the flashlight, and this is all of the command blocks that are required for the flashlight, believe it or not. So right here we have all the command blocks, and majority of it is just for the item itself. Now what these command blocks here do are change the color of the flashlight depending on the light level. So here we have all the light level, named flashlight high and horse armor, and it gets slightly brighter blue each time from changing from, well, gray to blue. And what this does is it also changes the light level depending on the level, so it goes from like 1 to 15 depending on how bright the flashlight is. Now this just detects when I crouch holding the flashlight, and if I do that and I crouch, it will then power this comparator, which will add 1 to the flashlight level, meaning it would make the flashlight level go up by 1, and this just makes sure I can only have one flashlight in my hand at once. So if I show you this at P holding flashlight to 1, I have my flashlight, and if I were to crouch, you can see the light level is going up, as well as the color of the flashlight of how light blue it is. Now, like I said, what these do, it changes the level, so depending on what item is in this chest, we can copy this, and what it would do, we just copy that, and it would give us one of these items, depending on the level of the flashlight being 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Now, like I said, this shows you so I can only have one. If I change my hotbar slot, it will be a flashlight, and the other will be turned back into an air block, because we don't want to have more than one flashlight in our inventory, do we? This is now where I need to make a mama model, and as you can see, this is our mama model right here. As you can see, it's made up of about 5 different armor stands, and what we would do would be teleported here, go out here, and mama would be standing on that rock over there with the red glowing eyes, telling us that there is some danger. So she would be standing right here looking at us kinda like how I am now. So what we're going to need to do first is, where's mom there? First we're going to need to make sure her eyes glow, because right now they're just 2 pixels on a custom player head. So these command blocks just make it so when I teleport that base armor stand, the rest of Mama will be teleported with her. Hat, ears, all of that. The ears are a bit torn using an armor trim, and I quite like how Mama's model turned out, as we only have 2 player heads, and then these are all the ones. So we have this one, this one, this one, and this one. Mama's hats now, ears, and all that, which all of these, I can replace these with like that. So you can see we have Tattletail and our flashlight that we can crouch, and if we were to look at Mama Tattletail, she would be over there, and of course her eyes don't actually glow. But we want them to, so if I keep looking around, the flashlight should stay at high levels, and what we want is we want to be standing about here, so we can see Mama Tattletail over there with these eyes glowing, but right now you can see they're not. I have actually found a way to quite do this, so you can probably see that there are 2 extra armor stands with redstone blocks on their heads, whereas Mama's eyes would be, and that is for a reason. Because if I were to go back up into the build, let's just activate this part here. So right now, turn like that off, make it so Mama will always face me. So she's looking at me, as you can see, she'll follow me, and she's just staring at me. And if I remove my night vision, as you can see, the 2 eyes are glowing in the darkness. And the way I've done this is by giving these 2 armor stands the fire tag. What the fire tag does is if your armor stand has the marker on them, what the fire tag does is it makes the entity glow. So that gives us armor stand our glowing eyes without actually emitting off light. so you can have a glowing armor stand without any light being emitted. That just makes two 4x command blocks added, one that keeps adding the fire tag, which adding 100 seconds of fire over and over again, so it will always be glowing no matter how hard we try to remove it, it will always be glowing. The next feature I've added in is when you look at Mama Tattletail, because if I were to look at Mama Tattletail, my flashlight would of course lose its power, and a sound of my flashlight breaking would play. So this command block right here will detect if I have my flashlight, and it will make it 0. So right here, it will get my flashlight in my inventory if I am not holding the flashlight, and I grab the interaction to give me the flashlight. Of course, it will then replace that display in there with air, so this armor stand with the Iron Horse armor will be removed. So it looks like I've taken it. It will then give me a hint telling me what I meant to do, like crouch 5 times, play the sound effect. It will then kill that interaction so I can't instantly grab it over and over again, reset the objective, clone the door open so I can actually leave, then it will set that block to air so there's no more light in the room, and then it will do the same thing to the other flashlight. Now, once this is all done, this will detect if I get up to this point right here, and if I do, it will teleport Mama out of the build, and so we can continue off for our night, and go back up here by adding all of the lights back into the build, since they were removed when Mama Tattletail first came in. Now what I've added is so it plays the sound and makes your flashlight level set to 0 if you're within a 15 block radius of Mama and if you look at her. So if you're directly looking at Mama and you're holding the flashlight, it'll play this sound on infinite loop before setting your flashlight level to 0, and this will do the same thing, and then it will play this sound of your flashlight being turned off to make it look like Mama has removed your flashlight capabilities. So going up here once again, giving myself the flashlight by turning on the scoreboard, and if I were to go down here, look at Mama, you can see if I look at it, my flashlight level will be instantly set to 0. It keeps playing that sound. If I set it back to 5 again, fully charge my flashlight, look, it will be set to 0 again. I can keep charging it over and over again. As long as I don't directly look at Mama, my flashlight should be fine when it comes to the power. So now, starting on night 3, the next thing we need to do is make Mama have a fixed version and her grinding. So you should be able to hear her grinding that is playing right now, and she is fixed. Because for some reason at this point she'll be able to change color and be completely fixed. So Mama fixed set to 1, she'll look like this, fully repaired. And if I set to 0, Mama will all be grimy, dirty, have our red glowing eyes and sharp teeth, indicating that she is in hostile mode. I don't know why this is how it is in the game, but don't question me, I didn't make it. So what let's do, it will change Mama to be fixed or unfixed, because at this point in the game, it needs to be fixed to make it look like Mama's friendly. But later in the game, when she's attacking us, we need to make it look like Mama isn't friendly, and that she will attack the player. Now, this is probably going to be the hardest part about this game, and that is Mama's AI. Because Mama's AI, there's not a lot of it around, so of course we still have her grinding noise, and her story that plays throughout Night 3, of her telling her little story, since that's what she is. So I need to start on Mama's AI, since this is the point in the game where Mama becomes active for the first time. She disappears, we grab the VHS tape, and she starts to pursue the player. And I don't know many places that actually knows how Mama... What? I don't know many places that know how Mama's AI actually works. So this is going to be a bit difficult, and I apologize if I get anything wrong, but I'm going to do my best to make Mama's Tattletail's AI as close as it is in the game. So what we have here is Mama's movement system, and all these orange blocks are the blocks that Mama can teleport at the moment. So right now I'm looking at Mama, which means Mama is unable to move. So as long as Mama's not on my screen, the timer for her to move will not go up. So as I'm looking at her, and the second I should look away, she would be able to move again. So keep looking at her and nothing will happen, and the model is not dangerous at the moment, does absolutely nothing. So this setup right here just teleports Mama to one of the nodes, so Mama random, and it will detect if Mama should move or not. So if Mama moves, or if Mama doesn't move. And if Mama moves, it will teleport her to the closest marker to me, but also to her, so she can't teleport across the entire map, but she can still teleport recently close to me. So if I look away from her, you should see it set to 1, and she didn't teleport to the one closest to me, but she did teleport to the one that is relatively close to me. So if I were to look away again, she has moved again randomly. So however, right now, what I said about her moving to one closest to me, she doesn't do that. She's just going to move to a random one that is close to me, not closest to me. So what I'm going to do now is need to change up her teleportation nodes. So going into my test world, I now have everything for Mama set up after about a day of working. So right now we have much more nodes so she can teleport and much better. So these are all the commands that just make it so these nodes actually teleport Mama to them. And it's all related with these markers and tags. So it would execute at my position, and if there's a marker that is 6 blocks away, it will remove the disabled node tag, because we want Mama to teleport to it, and if it is within, it will add it or remove it, depending on the distance. So if I'm close to a node, too close to one for Mama to teleport to, it will be called disabled node. So this node, she won't teleport to it, because it's disabled node, because we don't want Mama teleporting on the exact block that we're standing on. So as you can see, if we are too close to one of these too close to one of these markers, it will move it, or if she's too far away. So if a node's too far away or too close to me, it will remove the tag or add disabled node. Disabled node means Mama can't teleport to it, and enabled node means she can. So right now if I look away, she should teleport to one that is recently close to me, but she's staying around in that one. And now I've set up all of the nodes from the outlines into this build right here of the house. So I'm going in this house that I built in the test world, and there should be a node right behind me, or in there, because there she is, because she'll teleport to a node that's not too far away from me, or not too close to me, so I can't instantly die. And of course, if I keep looking away from her, she'll eventually teleport, and there she is. She's there now. So if I keep walking away, go back, look in the bathroom, she can't teleport to that node because I'm looking at that node. Keep walking around, she's where? Where is she? And she's still there because obviously I haven't looked away enough from her. There is one here, so we can keep walking down into the basement too. And that she's decided to teleport there because that's the closest node available to her, but it's not too far away too. She's not in here because the node needs to be close enough to me and her at the same time. So where would she be? There she is. You could see her teleport there. Now with all of this set up in the main world as well, we now have a functional Mama, but this is just the tutorial Mama because she's less aggressive. So right now we also have our jump scare model, which is useless, less armor stands just to save a bit of CPU. Now of course we have these 3 clones just to make it so red, blue, and we have the jump scare, which will also make Mama's mouth open and close during it. So here are all the commands that make Mama work. It also makes her play, her footsteps when she moves, and if we're too loud too. She can also kill us if we're too loud. So if we're too loud, it'll kill us with this kill meter right here. So if we're too loud, it will play that. So if we make noise, it will add 1 to the Mama jump scare. And if we're too quiet, she won't kill us. She can also kill us if we get too close to her. And these just detect if Mama's on, and it will add if the score is at a certain one, and it will add a certain digit to the kill meter. This detects if I look directly at her and shake the flashlight, and since looking at her and directly shaking a bunch of times will most likely get you killed, it adds that amount to the kill meter. And this of course resets the kill meter when Mama kills you. So when Mama kills you, it'll reset the kill meter ready for the next time Mama is activated. So if we were to activate the jump scare with this command right here, which actually makes the kill meter go down after some time, so if you make it sound and it goes up, eventually we'll go back down. It's just you're most likely going to make more noise. What was that? Make more noise than it's going to take for it to go down. So holding flashlight 1, if I go back up into the build, you can hear Mama's grinding noise. Just wait for her to spawn somewhere, make a bit of noise, and as you can see, every time I sprint or make some noise, as you can see, the kill meter keeps going up and down over and over again, depending on how loud I am. Sprinting will make it go up, crouching will make it go up. So as you can see, we are now at 7 kill meters, because after a certain amount of time, wait for the timer to go down, the kill meter will eventually go down, because Mama won't always be aggroed at us. So if we keep doing that, we'll activate jump scare, and you can see it kills us. There's no main menu, so it just teleports us out here, and that you could see that jump scare was pretty cool, and I'm quite proud of how it turned out myself. Like I said, these later nights aren't going to go into much detail since they're basically the same thing, but I will go over some small things like this yellow Tattletail. It's the exact same as the purple Tattletail, however, you guessed it, just a yellow version of it. Because during night 4, you have to play hide and seek with a yellow Tattletail while surviving against Mama. So as you can see, I've copied over this right here to get ready to copy over all of these command blocks and just make it so that AI for later for night 5. So I'll just probably have to change this from light purple to yellow when yellow Tattletail's AI comes out. But obviously that's for night 5 and we're on night 4. And the way night 4 works is night 4 just has Mama chase the player while the yellow Tattletail hides. So obviously we have nothing to do with that, but we do have the model which is ready for later. Now, I have put the yellow Tattletail's position in the garage, which is where we will be going. So the next thing I need to do, this is for tutorial Mama. So what I need to do next is actually make the AI for the real Mama. and this Mama is more aggressive since it's not the tutorial version of it, so she can teleport anywhere in the house, not just up here. She'll be able to teleport in the basement, outside, and all of that, so we have to get all of that ready. With Mama's AI now done, we practically have Nightfall done. Now, most of this is literally just the same commands for Tutorial Mama, but all of the numbers from the scoreboards and the scoreboards have been changed over, so Mama is more aggressive because she's not as forgiving, since this is no longer a tutorial and the player should know how to deal with Mama at this point in time. So all of these scoreboards are literally just the exact same thing, however the values have been changed to make it so Mama's way more aggressive to the player than she is on night 3, since she teleports outside the house and in the basement too, not just in the main floor of the house itself. So the random commands and all that have all been changed just to make it so she's more difficult. So the next thing we need to work on are the checkpoints. So if Mama was to jump scare you and you were to die, you're not going to restart the entire night, and there's going to be checkpoints in the basement, in the kitchen, etc., in the garage, so you don't have to restart the entire night, but these are only available by dying and not through the main menu. At this point in the map, I can see some frame drops, so I've used structure blocks to load in and out armor stands, so they're only there when they're needed. So right now, if I were to click this button, all of them are gone, and if I were to click this one, they've all loaded in for the video horror system. Now what this does is it sets a redstone block next to the structure block, and what this will do is power this, loading in all the entities called Cam 8. And if I were to kill this kills everything with Cam 8, because all of these armor stands here have a Cam 8 tag. I've now finished off the video horror system, which actually is just everything here, and it's mainly just teleporting the player to a bunch of different rooms with armor stands in them, with a few particles and text displays, because it's basically just the commercial from the trailer, but in the game with a cam thing. So basically, there's only anything the difference are this right here, where we just have these animating legs of someone who's supposedly being attacked by Mama Tattletail. So if I were to start it right here, of course, we have the camera angles, which we have our camera model right here, which wasn't here before, of Tattletail. Scoreboard plays set at P, cam selected to like 0. So right here, they all die because the commands detect that we don't need these armor stands because they're a waste of space and they're just lagging the game further. And this text display does say if I set it to 1, it will be set back in, and they all load in. We can punch these interactions here, which will of course change the tag or what camera we have. So right now, we have all these items in our inventory, labeled what they are. We could punch each and every one of these player heads, and it will detect. So right now, there's a small interaction right there that we're hitting, and it will change the camera. Mama not available right there. It doesn't matter which one, you can always go back and forth, but the commercial will eventually end after a certain period of time. So we have blink. We have this one, which of course you can quickly see the white concrete being applied on my head to indicate the camera static of changing cameras. So we can see his little dance Tattletail does on this camera before going to this one, and you can see them all loaded before the final product is shown of the Tattletail box, and of course the guy being attacked by Mama Tattletail before the thing then ends. Starting off with Night 5, I'm not going to go into too depth of detail, considering that it's just picking things up over and over again with interactions, then killing the interactions, and bringing them back to the basement and activating Mama. So what this will do, at the very beginning of the night, an interaction will spawn in the room to grab Tattletail. It will then also summon another one to grab the flashlight, kill the one to grab Tattletail so we can't constantly grab him, set a scoreboard, could wake up to 0, which I'll talk about in a second, and then set the next dialogue to 1 as well. Now this is the exact same thing when you grab the flashlight. It'll kill that, clone the door to be open so we can actually exit in the bedroom before then setting the objective to 1. It will then summon the command to open the basement door. It will then reset our flashlight and the flashlight display. Now over here, what we have are the 2 dialogues, this one being for Party for Mama, which I've represented with purple concrete, and then this one being Wake Up, where it will just say Tattletail saying over and over again, wake up, wake up, wake up, over and over again to wake the player up, which obviously they are awake. Over this one will be Party for Mama, which what it does, it just makes Tattletail explain that we're up and there's Party for Mama, and they want him to help us. So what I'm going to do after this, resetting, if I were to set it right now, just click this button, this will play it. Just December 24th, 1998, Christmas Eve. After a short period of time, it's a bit laggy, there we go. Should be cleared up now, the door closed, wake up, wake up, wake up. We have Tattletail sitting on our dresser drawer with a flashlight display, and of course we won't be able to punch it because we have to grab Tattletail first. So what we'll do, we'll punch Tattletail, we now have him, we're having a Party for Mama, come help us. We'll then need to grab the flashlight, which is now spawned an interaction therefore. We'll then be able to grab it, and of course there is no interaction to open the basement door, but the second I grab this flashlight, they will be killed off, have the flashlight, and of course the interaction to open the basement door is now there, meaning we can now enter the basement. So now with everything we're adding all the candles, the holiday lights, all of that, this is basically night 5. As you can see, it's literally the same thing over and over again, just changing what you're grabbing and all that. So what we'll have to do first, you would have to obviously get Mama to activate. So this is a short delay, so Mama doesn't immediately activate. There's a small activation right here. This is to grab the blue Tattletail and the yellow Tattletail. So what this will do is set a redstone block up here, so it can power more commands than I have the space for. So they're exactly the same thing, just changing for the blue and red. This right here, it will make it so you can then grab Tattletail, pick them up, and go grab the holidays lights, which is represented with this player head right here. You will then be able to grab the lights, it will set the objective to 10, play a sound, then it will then kill that tag before redoing it all, and just playing the leather sound, and that's basically all this is. Grabbing it over and over again. We can grab the candles, Mama will be turned off and on depending on what you're doing. We can then place Tattletail back in the seance, we'll let him join, it will play some dialogue before playing the candle 1 and giving all the interactions to like eat every one of the candles, which is what this does. This will just let us hit the candle and it'll set that block to a red candle which is lit, playing a sound before it's adding one to the candles lit scoreboard. So if I set the sidebar candles lit, that's not candles lit, I've lit 0 candles, but if I go over to the basement, you can see we have all of our flashlights, and we have our seance, which I've just used signs over carpet, which you can go in, which makes it look like the Christmas lights on the floor with the black stone button representing Mama's VHS tape. So if I were to walk around and press one of these, like this one which has already been activated, so I have to hit that again just to kill it, as you can see, one candle has been activated. So then this one, hitting it will then play a sound, it will set that block. Add another one, make that lit as 2, effect clear, I can't do that, never mind, I'll keep adding that one, and then finally after that, but since that one's already been active, it won't power what's next, so I'll probably just have to add one more candle, just to remove that, and then we'll have to wait for the ritual, wait for this to kill that, and then we'll just basically be done before finding all of the vases and getting all of the candles. And I've actually copied the basement, so there's 2 different versions of it, just so I don't have to work with the mess that's going on up there, and I can just start fresh with a new basement down here with everything else that I don't really need, like a new charging pad, new armor sense over here, just to save a bit of time and a little space, just to open all the doors, so I have to save all the cloning commands. Of course, this is now covered with black concrete, because it's only the first basement floor, and there's no outside or anything like that. With about a day of work done, we have a majority of the ritual, or if I may say the entire ritual, all done up with just this small little command set up down here. Now what this does is, this is for the vase randomization, because there are 10 total vases and 5 total candles, so there's a random chance each vase can contain a candle, and every time you get a candle, the chances change, because you're guaranteed 5 candles. So right, if I break in 0 vases, it'll be 1 in 10 chance, because obviously you have 0 candles. And then this will then power this command block, which will then detect if we want to break the vase or not. Add 1 to candles collected and 0 candle chances. Play a sound, and then of course giving us that little hint right there. Now this is the same thing every chance, just changing the random, because each time we get a candle, of course the chances of getting a candle is going to be lowered significantly by 1, because if we have 5 candles or 4 candles, we're not going to have a high chance of getting a 5th one until the last vase. However, it is possible. So this just resets it all, and this is just for the debug. Now, this is for the starting bit of the ritual itself, where this will be when the small little play sound command happens, and we will have Tattletail doing all this. This will be at the very end once you've collected all of your candles once again. You will have beat all of these candles, and you'll have to light them again with Mama active. So of course this will make it so we have to relight them. Now this is once you've destroyed the tape. So the button will float in the air, an interaction with someone will punch it, and once that is punched, the button mid-air will then kill that tag. It will then set our night objective to 22, which is just 2 dots. Set that block to air, so we want to stop that sound, and then set wrap up to 1, which is just wrapping up the entire game. So what this will do is it will give us blindness so we can't see. It will then set that block to S. Shut up, Tattletail's back up. Shut up. We'll then have this clone command, which will clone all of the presents up into the lower build. We'll then be teleported. We'll then play a couple sounds before we then get teleported back up into the normal basement, and we can go back into our bed because it's actually 49 blocks up. So that's basically what everything we have to do for the entire night 5 before we then go back up here. The ritual's all gone, and the only things left are the presents, and we would go back to bed. So that's basically Tattletail all done, besides the final level being Christmas, where you would have to go back into this bed, wake up, Christmas Day, you'll go over here and get your final present. You would open it up and see what you got. Starting out on Christmas Day, we of course have our Christmas tree and our present for Christmas Day, and we have a scoreboard labeled open present. And the way it is, since this is a dramatic one, it's not an instant click like an interaction like that, because we don't actually want that. Like this brush, it would be an instant click, but we don't want that because Mama's theme plays to make it a bit more dramatic, so we have to hold crouch while near the present. So if I hold it, it would go up as I'm crouching. If I stop, it will reset. If I do like this, slightly go away, it will also reset. If I keep crouching, obviously Mama's theme will play and stop playing when needed. So this is all the commands to do that. So when I'm crouching and I'm near it, it will add 1 to open present to make sure the night is 6, so we can't do this on night 1. It will make sure we're right there, and I'll add 1 to the open present scoreboard. Now this just detects if I'm crouching, which is much easier than using a scoreboard to do that. So this will then detect if I'm further away, which will reset it, because if I'm further away and I'm not crouching, it will reset it. If I'm just further away, and in general, if I'm crouching or not, it will reset it. And then this will just be activating if I'm opening the present, it will set Mama's theme to 1 for the slight dramatic to think that something bad's about to happen. Now this will add Mama's theme to 1, and this will stop the sound by turning Mama's theme to 0. Now these two blocks detect whether you get the good or bad ending. That is the wrong thing. So, right here, we have the good ending. If we have 22 total eggs, which is every egg in the entire game, it will say good ending. If I don't have that many, if I have anything besides that, it will say bad ending. So these are just the triggers, placeholders, until I actually make the endings. So if I was to stand here, crouch, set display sidebar open present, crouch, wait for the scoreboard to reach to about 100 or 90, it will open the GIF. Of course, it now will say bad ending because I do not have a total of 22 eggs as you saw prior. See, I have 0 eggs, but if I set my total eggs to 22, and then I would now reset it by keep crouching and waiting, when this present opens itself, it will say good ending now, because we have 22 eggs, meaning we have activated the good ending. With both good and bad endings all done up, I have this little box right here, which is for the credits at the end of the game, where this purple wool and purple concrete powder with a mix of crimson buttons is representing Tattletail's fur as the background of the ending. And you may have noticed my skin has a Christmas sweater on now, and if you want to know why that is, it's because guess what? It's Christmas time, and I need Christmas spirit. I know it's not Halloween yet. Actually, it was Halloween today or yesterday. I don't know when this video come out, but you know what I mean. It's almost Christmas, and this is a Christmas game. So this will be the credits right here, and this is just me testing whether to activate it will teleport me into the build, and this scoreboard just makes it so on the screen it says Tattletail. Place the little note block theme, and over here, these are the commands that get to the good and bad ending. So this one right here will make Mama's jump scare and reset that and play this. If we have the bad ending, it will then make a short delay before jump scaring the player, and over here after a short delay, when the player jump scares, this single command block right here will set the end credits to 1, and I've just realized that this will power when I die, so if I don't set to 6, I will get the credits and beat the game. There we go. So at night 6, aka Christmas Day, when we die by Mama, it will then put us in the end credits box, giving us 1 out of the 2 endings. However, if we do have a total eggs, it will set that block to air. Tattletail will be teleported on top, final gifts open, Tattletail will then set that. A bunch of interactions and armor stands and scoreboards, setting this to get the golden flashlight and to get the achievements and all that. So this will then give us his golden tag and the golden flashlight, which there is a scoreboard to give us this golden flashlight, which I will be doing shortly after you show this. And this is just the final ending to knock on Mum's door and wake her up. Once we do that, it will then put us in the ending box, giving us 2 out of 2 endings. So right now, Tattletail's already open. So right here, he would be here. Obviously, we would go down here, and I think I should just reset the entire night. So boo that, December 25th, 1998, Christmas Day. Of course, we've loaded in. Open your present. I'm going to zoom over here. And of course, I do have the total 22 eggs, I think. Yeah, so I have 22 eggs. Open this. Tattletail's teleported on top, and he says, present for you, accept Tattletail's gift. Tattletail's tag. This special tag is given to at birth. He must really like you. Of course, you can give the golden flashlight. New from Wayget Electronics, the long-lasting golden flashlight. You love it. Wake up your mum. We'll get over here to the double doors that are open. An interaction is someone over the door, so we can knock on it. Boom. Thank you. Mum yawning, and then we get the credits with the note block. I mentioned getting the golden flashlight, but I didn't actually think it would be this easy to do it. So I've currently set it up, and all I've done is copy these command blocks right here to make it so if we don't have the score of golden flashlight 1, it will give us the classic blue flashlight if we don't have the golden one. However, if we do have the golden flashlight, this command block will power instead and give us these yellow ones, which is identical to the blue one. It will just be yellow. So if I set it to 1, as you can see, we have the golden horse armor, and mama, of course, you have to disable my flashlight while I'm showing this off. Go over here, and of course, it will be yellow now because we have the golden flashlight, because these command blocks aren't powering. The other one is giving us this yellow goldy flashlight instead of the classic cyan aqua blue one from before. Now, this is a quick toggle system. It's really not that hard. It's just setting a scoreboard to 1 or 0, depending if we have the golden flashlight or not. If we do, or if we don't, depends if we have the flashlight, and it's really easy. The last thing I want to add is a main menu, so we actually have a way to see how many eggs we have. So I've just copied over this small box right here, and we have the main menu with this mum model and a bunch of text displays just to replicate the main menu. Obviously, this model is much bigger and less detailed to save how laggy this map will be, because we're only going to see this. We have the text display displaying that I have 22 eggs, Tattletail, continue, new game, options. I'll probably change options to something else, obviously when I get closer, because Mama's model is too big and it'll clip into it. So when we're here, it'll just make it so I can see through, because we don't want to be able to see this text. And all that does, this is the Mama commands, and this will just make it, if we're on that block, it will set it to see-through or not. Because right now, if we stand here, we'll be set to see-through, but obviously if we're not on this block, we don't want to be able to see those text displays through these blocks up in the main map, because they'll be covered by blocks. So I don't think I can show this, but yeah, of course you'll be able to see them. Tick freeze, yeah, you can see them through blocks, which we obviously don't want if we're up in the main build and not actually in the main menu. So only here will it be set to a see-through tag, and over here these are the items for the main menu. So continue, new game, and options. So if I have a scoreboard on, new game's options are exactly like that. So all this does, it will change these text displays to be highlighted if I'm holding the current item. The scoreboard display is set menu 1. It's now been highlighted blue. Go down, new game, options, new game, continue a night to remember. Obviously, these all change. Scoreboard players set at P total eggs to 0, because the text also changes, because that is also depending on how many eggs I have. So if the score is set to 5, it will show I've collected 5 eggs, just to show the player how many eggs they've collected, and if they need to go back into any of the levels to actually do that. So 222, just 20. So of course we can go back and forth to change how many eggs we actually have, just to make it a bit more convenient. Now all I have to do is actually hook it up, and all I've done here, these are the commands that just change the text displays text, just the number depending on how many eggs. So total eggs matches 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. It will change the actual value of the text displays data. All I have to do now is hook it up, so when you actually have a certain night selected, you can actually play them by holding night 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And we just have to hook them up to these right here, and this should be the end of Tattletail in Minecraft, which it has been quite a long journey. The other thing I wanted to add to this map is actually adding achievements into the game, but first of all I will be able to show off the main menu itself. So here we have the completed main menu with 0 eggs, and all of this just sets the nights to 1, 2, or 3. So if continue is set to 1, it will set redstone block here. If continue is set to night 1, or if I click new game, and this will just summon an interaction and play a bunch of sounds when I need to. So obviously continue, not continue, all of that. We can then go over here, we'll have all 3 of that, and right here is the achievement gallery. So if I break this right here, we have player heads with text displays explaining exactly what these are, because this is the best way to display the achievements. So in the main menu, I will be changing it. So right now, I've taken a bit of inspiration from Wellpaper's Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 map when it comes to these achievements text, where it will be playing in chat. I've unlocked an achievement like a Minecraft player sound before unlocking the achievement. So if I grab a button and place that button there, Evan eats and unlocked a new achievement, Tattletail's meet a new friend. And it's pretty cool, that's the pretty cool thing, and I've resetted them all, and every time you get a new achievement, let me just place that button that I already had a button, alright, let's place that. Of course, unlocked a new achievement, go in here, we have a new friend, and obviously if we sit here crouch to leave, we'll be set back to the main menu, and achievements options have been now changed to achievements. So if we go to achievements, we can punch it over and over again. This actually finishes the entirety of the Tattletail game, and the only thing left now to do is actually play test it. And this project was done with only using 5,194 command blocks, which is a lot for a game of this size, but I'm quite proud of how this game turned out. And I've even added some small details like this Christmas tree right here. It now plays tree music, so if I set it to 0, it will play the creative music box music disc very quietly on loop with this right here, just to make sure there's always some ambience to this game, a bit more ambience, because there's not a lot of it. I've also added the ambient noise at the beginning of the game, which you will be hearing later on when you actually play through the game, and I'm so proud of how this turned out. Alright, here we are in Tattletail, the main menu, eggs collected 0 out of 22, because this is a fresh save file. So if I go into achievements, as you can see I have none, no achievements at all. Continue, new game, night to remember, doesn't really matter because we're on night 1. I'm gonna go with new game, doesn't really matter that much. December 20th, 1998, 5 days before Christmas. Obviously, because most 5 nights games. So here we are in our bedroom, wardrobe, paintings, books, cups, vases, painting on the wall, tiger, TV, flowers, and then of course our bed with a window on the outside. Got my Christmas stuff because it's Christmas time. Go out here. That's a bit spooky. Go over here, and then of course we have our Christmas tree playing its little jingle. Keep going this way. Press control to run, careful it makes noise, and I've changed it to a text display just to make it less cluttered at the top of the bus bar. Watch the yellow icon on the top to see where you make noise. Open my Christmas present early. That's what I'm going to be doing. No bus bar. Whatever. No, not bus bar. No charge pad. Because no Tattletail. I'm going to open my gift. Boom. I'm probably going to be really eat, grab fruit from the fridge. I'm probably going to be adding in voice lines, just so it's not so quiet. That's the only thing I'm probably going to edit in when it comes to sound. Keep track of Tattletail to use the bars at the top of the screen. Alright. So here we are. Fridge. Boom, bit laggy, can't really help that. It's Minecraft. And I have to go in here and grab the brush, and boom. Tattletail is now fully what would you call it? Resetted. I know you're tired, Tattletail. And it's dark. It's dark in here. Go back, of course this light's still on. We are fine. I'm clipping into you so bad. Of course we're going to grab this because I want to get all the achievements and the good ending. And we can now go to bed. Still dark, huh? So when we go up here, the phone should ring. And don't worry, I won't answer the phone. There's another egg. Boom. Hairball. And this one in here, a missing sock. And of course, hit the bed. I've unlocked a new achievement. Tattletail, that's me. Meet a new friend. Minor mischief. And we got an achievement. There it is right there. So there we go, pretty cool, pretty nice, easy introductory night, and I have 3 eggs out of 22 collected. And of course we have continue, minor mischief, new game, continue, boom. December 21, 1998, 4 days before Christmas. Of course we can go in here, our bedroom light is now off, so it's pretty quiet, not much, very quiet. Investigate the clunky noise, of course. We'll investigate the clunky noise, which will be in our basement. So go down here, and we are now in the basement. And there, of course, is our washing machine, that for some reason is moving. Grab Tattletail, I've got him, and of course I'm going to grab this egg. Right there. We can charge Tattletail like that. Let's have fun, find a vase to play with. Of course, let me find a vase to play with, meaning this one. But first, let's get this egg. There we go. And of course, boom. It broke. Tattletail's scared of the dark, so we grab this. There we go. Oh no. And there right now is Mama Tattletail. Mama Tattletail's now gone. And of course, some events or creatures make your flashlight go out, Rat Tattletail back up. And here we have an egg. French fry. So if we go over here, in here, Tattletail, good night night. There you go. Boom. Go to bed. You can hear the music box of the, what would you call it, Christmas tree. You can hear the Christmas tree. Keep going up the stairs. Of course, the phone will ring. And of course, someone's knocking in the door too. which we were just going to ignore both of them and go straight to our room. And boom. Mama's Boy, another achievement. Uh-oh, get into some trouble. Of course, go on achievements, and now we have 2 achievements. So yeah, pretty good. Now, this is where the game really starts. Now, I am pretty nervous when it comes to this night, because I know this is where Mama comes active, and the amount of times where there's been no sounds and Mama's just moved, and I've been jump scared by her is a bit crazy, so... December 22, 1998, 3 days before Christmas. This is going to be a doozy. This is going to be a doozy. Task, grab flashlight. Of course, in our darken our room, we can grab the flashlight, crouch 3 times, 5 times to fully charge it. Task, investigate the grinding noise. Of course, it's coming from our basement for no reason at all. You can hear it, grinding noises. It's a bit scary, and there's a litter of eggs. Egg 7, a doll hair, dead beetle, broken crown, lost earring, fingernail clippings. And there we have Mama with, right here we have a VHS. Of course, Mama's head is spinning. The children thought that Mama would never find them. Task, find Tattletail upstairs, which is what we're going to do, as long as she couldn't see them. I'm not going to turn the page, completely ignore it, just go back up here. And of course, Tattletail has made a mess. Okay, come here, Tattletail. So bring Tattletail to Mama, which is exactly what we're going to do. Going to go down here. Tattletail's giggling, as you can see his knees are going down. Turn the page. Then Mama found the children, and of course, Mama's gone. However, her VHS tape is still playing. Let's grab this. Found Egg 12 ketchup. Go over here. Boom. Wrap Tattletail back up. There you go, Tattletail. Wrap up. Clean up Tattletail's mess. Now I'm gonna poop myself. This, I hate Mama. This is a good Tattletail game because it's very scary, but I hate it because Mama is so scary. And there we go. Mom makes a grinding noise when she's nearby. If you hear it, stay quiet. Where is she? Where is she? I know she's here somewhere. Where is she? Where is she? Okay, if Mama kills your flashlight, get away before you shake again. Oh, God. God. See what I mean by it's scary. And I died. I made too much noise. And of course, I have to redo the entire night again. Alright, so I'm back where I am. Clean up Tattletail's mess. Alright. This time, please don't make any more noise than I need to. Just, oh, I can hear her grinding. I think she may be outside. If Mama makes your flashlight, get away before you shake again. Got it. Alright, let's just clean up there. Hi, Mama. I'm not gonna hurt you. Alright. Mama's coming. That means she's gonna kill me. Let me just, I just gotta clean up this mess real quick. Hope you don't mind. Please don't hurt me. As long as I look at you, you shouldn't hurt me. Please. Come on. There we go. Go to bed. Stay there, Mama. I'm not answering that phone. I'm not answering that phone. Just stay there, Mama. Come on, come on, come on. Boom. There we go. Achievement unlocked. Mama's coming. Funny games continue. Alright, next. Alright, and now we have 3 achievements. Now we gotta move on to night 4. Oh, brother. This is not gonna be fun at all. The waiting game. Alright. Continue funny games. December 23, 1998, 2 days before Christmas. Oh, I'm not gonna enjoy this, I know that. Investigate shattering outside. Light. I have light. Alright, flashlight. Maximum brightness. We gotta be seeing and not hearing those smelly, insignificant Tattletails. Grab Tattletail. Hello, buddy. Yep. I can see Toaster from the start. No peeking. I'm gonna grab that. Hi, Mama. Okie dokie. Please. I have a strat. The strat is that you do not do anything because this is 30 seconds. And the battery takes 4 minutes to deplete. Feed takes about a minute, same as groom. So, in the real game, I use this strat. I just sit in the corner of the garage. And I will use it in this Minecraft recreation too. And considering that the fact that Mama's there, I have a feeling I may be cooked. Because if I look away, she's probably going to kill me. So I'm going to just look at you. Me hiding. Let's go. Alright, Tattletail, me and you. Gonna go find Tattletail's friend is hiding upstairs. No egg? No egg. Okay. We're gonna find your friend, Tattletail. Boom. You happy I've fed you? Oh, there the egg is. Boom. Egg 17, old napkin. Hello, Tattletail. I did not know you were here, and that sound gave me a heart attack. Is there an egg in here? Is there? No, it's not. No, that was the last round. No, that's the next round. Brush you. And my strat is now to go down to the basement. Because you never want to go down the basement. So you always want to make sure you have battery full charge. So I'm going to go down here. And charge him. Boom. Tattletail charged. Now that my boy is charged, we can now go up the staircase and we can feed him. Boom. Happy Tattletail. Gotta groom him and then start the round. Alright, so, boom. I found you. Give me that egg. Please, I'm up. Where are you? Mama, where are you? Please don't hurt me. Alright, so this is what? The last round? No, the second round. This is the second round. Hi. Ah, God, you scared me. Hi. Hello. Just not look at you while getting some light. Don't mind me. Not worth your while. Yep, I'm just chilling here like this. I'm just chilling. Don't mind if I do. Gotta feed Tattletail. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? The groom is good. I don't need to refill his battery just yet. Ah, I can see the frame drops. Oh, God, Jesus. Bomb! Alright. I'm gonna chill in this room and stay on my bed. Because you're scary. And I hate scary. Because scary means you're hairy. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to pass the time. Why is my flashlight there? Oh, I was in the banner. Hi, Tattletail. Very quiet today, huh? Oh, God. Good poop. Don't make that noise. You scare me. I think I gotta feed him. Feed you. Boom, you've gotten fed. You've eaten my humble snacks. Do you feel better, Tattletail? Hee. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Groom me first, because that is down. Where's your hitbox? There. I don't know what I was hitting. You're in here. Hello. I did, in fact, find you. I'm going to go charge you, because I know you're not going to survive. Oh, God. You're not going to survive this last round. I'm telling you that. Come on. Come on, buddy. We're going to charge you there. Boom. Happy you've been charged. How do you feel? You feel happy? Come on. Up you get. And I feed you. I should groom you. And I should be good otherwise. Oh, where is your hitbox? Boom. There. I don't know if I'm hitting the Tattletail armor stand. Or if I'm just missing completely. I'll start you. And give me that egg. Please, give me that egg. Oh. Stuff the egg. In the bedroom. Okay, bye-bye. No. Okay, bye-bye. No. And now Mum's going to be active. I'm going to stand on here. Where are you? You demon beast. I'm going to get all the achievements, so don't worry. I'll come back for that one. But no. Not yet. Come on, Mama. Where are you? Where are you hiding? Where are you? Where are you? Come on. Actually, I don't know where she is. Where are you? Alright, Tattletail, it's just me and you on the speaker. She died? Don't tell me she stopped working. Oh, God, the poop. I know she's fine. She's been on the table the entire time. Isn't that right, Mama? Let me just groom my pet Furby. My groomful pet Furby. Give me that egg. Oh, I'm in here. Oh, I can just hide in here. Alright, maybe sitting in there isn't the best plan, because that sitting there for about 10 seconds isn't the best video people would want to watch. Oh, yeah. Don't mind me, just sneaking by you. What am I doing? Why am I Why would I shake it directly while looking at her? I am a dum-dum. Maybe not repeat that incident. I'ma feed him because waiting in there for 30 seconds isn't very entertaining. Where are you, you brown lump of turd? Cow turd. Yes, I would like to brush my tattletail. The speaker strat. Stand on the speaker and they won't find me. I am too tall. Mama is too small and worthless. Not right, Mama. Imagine being on the kitchen table, you insignificant turd. Come on. It's been ages. No way it hasn't been a minute. No way. Alright, after 30 seconds, finally. God damn, that was a long time. He's in the basement. Get fed. Get fedded. I don't care about your smelly English language. I speak my own language. Come on, Tattletail. Battery absolute maximum. Hello, buddy. I don't mind if I do. Thank you for the egg, buddy. Give me that. Oh, I'm stupid. I tagged you. Happy now? Give me that. Play the VHS. Bring it to your bedroom TV. Don't mind if I do, bucko. Don't mind if I do. Play the VHS. Bring it to your bedroom TV. I shall do. Buddy, I'm not answering your phone. You can't make me, you insignificant bomb. Alright. Video host system. Tattletail. Tattletail public 10/23/1908. Cam 1. Blinking. The side shot. His family with Mama in the background there. We then have all of his eggs. Once we have that, Mama's not available because she's not. She ate someone's eyeball. His little buddy dance there. Keep dancing, buddy. We have all of his family, all his friends with his eggs and everything. They're also friendly. Go to product. We then have his spinning little thing. And then, of course, we have the dead guy. Oh, poor dead guy. And here we have all of our achievements. Yeah, so we've got it. Alright, let's go continue the party. December 24th, 1998, Christmas Eve. The final night. Alright, wake up. I'm awake, Tattletail. In my room. I'm awake, hi, buddy. Thank you. Yep, I'm up. You're having a party? Isn't that kind? Maximum power. No. Yeah, playtime for you, buddy. To the basement. To the basement. Open the door. Alright, so. We're having a party. What exactly do you need for a party, Tattletail? Place you down. Place ya. More. Where are you? Where are you? Hi. Please don't hurt me. I'm just gonna keep looking at you. And you're not gonna harm me. Let me leave. Alright. What a wonderful night it is. Oh. Hi. You're just gonna stay there, eh? You gonna stay there? Don't mind if I just do a little sneaky past you, grab my friend. Hey. No, shut up. You just stay right where you are. Ah! Maybe no light then, if that's how you feel. God. Alright, come on, go. Tattletail, that's you. I know that's you, come on, boom. More. What else do you want from me? Find a friend in the garage. What if I don't want to find my friend in a garage? Ever think of that? Bet you didn't. To the garage. Up the staircase. Take a quick left turn. Is there an egg down here? I actually don't remember where all the eggs are. I think that's everywhere. Ooh, yeah. Keep going. Egg. Where's Mama? Come on, spawn in. Give me that. I can't hit it. Can't let me. Where are you? Let me hit. I'm hitting the armor stand. I will kill you. Where are you? Good, you're in the basement. You stay down there. Yeah, I'll get you later. Get you later, you stupid egg. I'm not near you, mama. You just stay in your basement. Yeah, you stay there. I grab you. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Shut. God, be quiet. Shut up. Feed. Happy? Haha. Happy being fat? How do you feel? How does it feel being fat? Huh? Eat. Stupid blue Furby. I like the purple version of you better. Looks like we're going the long way, buddy. Huh? I like that. Looks like we're going the long... Playtime for you. No, I'll throw you out the window. Oh, I'm already outside? Too bad. I'll throw you out some other window that I create. That was not... Dude, shut up, Tattletail. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Boom. Shut up. You don't speak to me. I'll grab you. Yeah, decorations. Supply run, find the cupcakes upstairs. Come on, Tattletail. We're gonna eat stuff. You're so much better than that other bum. Let's go this way. That other one wouldn't shut up. Boom. Bring snacks. Place cupcakes on the red carpet. What if I don't want to do that, What if I don't want to do that? I'm gonna do it anyway, though. Come on. Place you down. There. More. Where are you? Where are you? Hi. I don't want to die. Me and you's gonna be big friends, alright? Yeah. I hate you. I hate you. Stay. Stay there. Stay. Wherever you are, stay there. Eat. Eat my Furby. I just need to get some Christmas lights. Don't mind me. Boom. Got them. Bring the lights to the red rock. I don't like the sound of that. I would like to brush Tattletail, please. Where are you? I hate it when you do that. You scare me. Alright. Down the basement. And yeah, I'm gonna bring the lights. It's so dark down here. Scary. Place it. Boom. Charge Tattletail. Oh. Alright. Back where I came from. To the basement. Down to the basement, guys. Shut up, Tattletail. You're so loud. Shut up. You guys got a little star. There you go. There's your candles, buddy. Enjoy them. Come on, go down. There you go. I'll light your... They don't want me. Boom. Then, fine. Boom. I'll light all the other candles if you don't want me to light yours. Boom. Now you do. Now rewind the tape. I will. Rewind. Boom. No block music. Alright. Why are you speaking? Hopefully you shut up soon, because that's a bug. I'm probably gonna need to fix that later. If you don't shut up. Mama, where you gonna be? Where you gonna be? You gonna be there? Hey! So you're there. Let me just grab that vase really quickly. You love me, eh? I think you don't. Shut up. I'll just keep you on my screen. I don't want to harm you, mother. Why do you have to... Yeah, I see, I got one candle, huh? Got one candle. Ain't you happy? Got one candle. Where is it? There. Oh, that didn't have a candle in it. Please. 3. 663. A 2. No, 2. Boom. Got nothing from it. Great. Got nothing. Oh, yes, got one. 4. You just stay there. I swear I broke this one. There. Alright, there we go. Got them all. I will be placing the candles. Place. You stay right there, place. I don't want to look away from you. Please don't. Okay. God, why do you do that? Stop. There we go. Now I gotta relight them. Don't mind if I do. You don't mind if... there we go. Take that. Boom. Where's the last one? Huh? Oh, there. That one. Oh, good. That was stressful. I hate this game. Well, I like it, but I hate it at the same time. I hit my knee earlier. That hurt. Ow. Cinema. I'm observing the ceremony to kill Mother, because Mother's so annoying. Mama. What? Come on, tape. You're floating? Banish Mama, I will banish you. Banish! Now. Yes, I got the achievement. No more Mama. Seal her back inside a tape. Task, go to bed. Well, looks like it's time to go to bed in the middle of the night. How does my real mom not hear this, like, in the game, Tattletail? Oh, this time I do want to hit it. Boom. This is far. We wish you happy holidays. Information call 1-800 Happy Holidays. Got the new achievement. Exclusive offer. Receiving a special phone call. Successfully gotted egg. I don't care about your stupid English language. Hello, Christmas tree. I'll be back for you in the morning. Boom. 21 eggs collected. Continue. New game. Achievements. Look at them all. Oh, look at all of them all. Got them all besides all the gift eggs, which I'm gonna get. So December 25th, 1998, Christmas Day. Let's go. Task, open my present. I will do everything to do that. Look at this place. Alright, keep going. Obviously, I'm not gonna grab this egg, because if I grab it, I won't be able to go back and get the other ending, so I'm gonna show the bad ending first. So, let's crouch and wait to get brutally murdered by Mother. And yep, there we go. Final present. Happy birthday. And she kills me. And roll the credits. Da 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 da. A map made by Evan the Eater. Indeed it was. Original game created by Ben Esposito. Esposito and Geneva Hudson. I probably said that wrong. But there we go. Boom. Achievements. I still have all of them now. Let's go. Now time to get the good ending. Yep, I'm gonna get that egg. Alright, open my present. I will be doing such things. Zoom, 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 and kablooey. Yep, and I got the achievement present for you. Collect every egg. This now means I'm gonna get the good ending. Open my gift, my present. Oh, I did not like that noise. Presents for you. Yay! I will accept your gift, buddy. Tattletail's tag. This is Tattletail's special tag given at birth. He must really like you. He does. Golden flashlight. New from Waygate Electronics. The long-lasting golden flashlight. You love it. Thank you, Tattletail. Thank you for my gift. I love my gift. Wonderful view, ain't it? Now. Oh, such a lovely view on Christmas morning. I love it. Best lovely morning ever. Alright, it's time to wake up my mother. Come on, guys. We can do it. Kablooey. Thank you. My mother yawned. Credits! Alright, going back to get all the achievements. Bad parenting first. Night 3's the easiest one to get it on since... Alright, yes! Bad parenting. Let's go. It's the easy one because Mama's not actually active, so I can make him hungry and not die. Let's go. Alright, getting... what did you expect this time? So... Hi, Tattletail, buddy, grab you. Yeah, found you. Boom. No peeking, survive 1.5 minutes or touch reference hide. No. 3, 2, 1. Hit, boom. Yes, let's go! What did you expect? Boom, achievement acquired. Now, no, I don't want to play. No, I get out. Alright, so now if we check our achievement gallery, achievement, and look at that, we have them all, ranging from the ones for completing each night, collect every gift, dead, bad parenting, the worlds collide. Oh, let's go. 100% Tattletail in Minecraft. Let's go. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, since I've wanted to do this ever since FNAF 6, I think now. And I'm so glad I've finally done it, because it was going to be the best game I've ever made so far. And I have so many test scores of it being garbage. You're probably wondering why there was credits on the credit screen. And that's because I'm going to be releasing this if I hit 2,000 subscribers. Yep, that's right, you heard it. First map release since, I think, Security Breach demo. Let's go. Yeah, 2K though, so suck it. Imagine having to wait so long for it, besides it's not even ready. Anyway, I have to get back to Secret of the Mimic. I have a stream this weekend, and I'm so close to being done, kind of, barely. I'll see you in my next video, which will be Secret of the Mimic. Bye!